If you have studied American English, you may have learned that the TH sound is unique. Perhaps your first language doesn't have it. And some of the techniques that you've been taught for pronouncing it may actually end up causing you to have even more difficulty, maybe linking words together. For instance, saying a little phrase like bath soap or like math class, things like that, maybe kind of slowing you down, like bath soap or something like that. Well, today we're going to be talking about TH sounds and some little tricks that you can do to pronounce that TH in a way that's a little bit more natural sounding. Okay. Good morning, guys. Good evening. Good afternoon. Welcome to your daily American English pronunciation show, which is Wake Up American. We are here Monday through Friday, typically at a time around 7 to 8 a.m. New York, to make sure that you can get in your 5 to 10 minutes of pronunciation practice for a day. And to guide you in that process, there is me. Hello, my name is Jeff. Rise of breath. That's one of the four keys to a natural sound in American English pronunciation: clear placement, pitch, breath. Trying to weaken your consonant sounds to strengthen your vowel sounds. And today, like I said, we're going to be talking about THs. One of the things that I see teachers often doing to teach a TH sound is they're saying things like, oh, well, you need to put your tip of your tongue in between your teeth and doing like a f or a the, depending on the type of TH you need. So again, like f or the. Now, the only problem with that is that there's not really any other sounds in American English that have your tongue so exposed, so out. Most of the other sounds are going to be, honestly, with the tip of your tongue, often in a low position or in a high position if you're following a lot of traditional textbooks and things like that. And so to have your tongue so far out can really slow you down when you're talking. So again, if we use our situations, let's look at two situations where a TH comes before an S, because that can be the area where these things become a lot more problematic. Okay, so for instance, if we look at these little phrases here, okay, so we have, oh god, bath solution, math solution. Let's redo these really quick. So we have bath soap and math solution. Okay, and if your tongue is really far out, what you're going to find is that trying to link onto that S sound from a TH is hard. It's like bath solution. Like I just lost a couple milliseconds, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but in normal speech, that's enough to have an impact on things. So again, let's try that first one again. Bath soap. But what if I just keep the tip of my tongue behind my top front tooth the entire time? Bath soap. Bath soap. Notice that you don't see my tongue past my teeth, even if I do bath soap. Bath soap. Just to demonstrate that again, you don't need to see my tongue in order to hear a TH sound. We could do that with the next one as well. So like math solution, math solution. Okay. I can also do this with the tip of my tongue against my bottom front tooth, like bath soap, or math solution, math solution. And again, I'll show you my lower teeth so you can see my tongue doesn't pass. Bath soap, math solution. Okay, and that's fine. One of the things we need to remember about American English is that American English is focused on vowel sounds. It is not so concerned with consonant sounds. And so, as the real key to these phrases like bath soap and math solution isn't really the TH sounds or the S's or things like that. It's really much more about what is happening with, like what is happening with the vowel sounds around them. That's really going to be the key to achieving a natural sound here. Okay. Um, Another thing that I want to highlight about these THs is that because American English is reducing them and weakening them to such a great degree, one of the things that is often happening as well is that what we can do is sometimes reduce them to the point where they're actually potentially even change sounds completely. To give you an example of this, let's talk about some situations where a th comes around an n sound. Take a look at these phrases right here. So we have and then, in the, on that. Okay, and those are fine ways of making your THs. There's nothing wrong with doing that. So again, and then, in the, on that, and things like that. You can clearly hear the vibration on my TH. Okay. What we often find though is when these THs come around N sounds is that these THs often get extremely reduced. So instead of saying and then, what we often find we end up with is something more similar to like and then. Get your difference between and then and and then and then, or instead of saying in the, it becomes in the, again the in the. Okay, and then lastly on that, becoming like on that, becoming on that. Now we're saying these really slowly for the sake of examples, but in a more natural situation with more natural pacing, let's maybe add some objects to these. I'm just going to give you some little phrases. Um, let's do one more. Okay, so we're going to look at some little phrases here that you can practice for these little reductions of THs. Okay, so that first sentence, instead of saying and then the cat came, oh my gosh, and then the cat came, that then that's a tricky little phrase to get through. What if that with some reductions becomes and then the cat came? And then the cat came, and then the cat came. Hear the little difference there? And then the cat came, and then the cat came. The box is in the drawer. 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 Hear the little difference there? Or this last one. The keys are on that table. 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 So again, and then the cat came. The box is in the drawer. The keys are on that table. Here are those little differences there, just trying to reduce those THs. And what that does result in is speech that's a little smoother. Okay, so try those things out and let me know which one you find to be the most difficult. The thing that I think we really need to remember is that these TH sounds, I know that it's a unique mouth position. Your tongue doesn't usually go there. I get it. However, I think what we often find is that the sounds that are difficult for us to pronounce, we spend a lot of time on over exaggerating and overemphasizing because we really want to get it right. But the reality is the sound that is even less natural. Just because a sound is hard to pronounce doesn't mean it becomes the stressed sound in a word. So as you're saying these phrases, as you're practicing these THs, the key thing to remember is try to make the TH weak, not so strong. Try to focus instead on the vowels around the TH. These are the things that are really going to help you achieve a much more natural sound. Hey guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Look, there's a lot of pronunciation resources out there, so the fact you're here is greatly appreciated. Once more, my name is Jeff. It rhymes with breath. It's one of the 4 keys of natural sound in American English, including placement, pitch, breath. Trying to weaken your consonant sound, strengthen your vowels. I will see you all later. Hope you have a good day, have a good night, and a good afternoon.